The story of the blind man and Jesus in John 9 is a great story. Jesus' disciples are coming along, and if you saw my video from a couple of days ago, you know that I talked about the debate. Who sinned? This man, his parents? Who caused this problem in his life? And Jesus said it happened so the work of God could be seen in his life. So you know that I believe, not that God caused this pandemic or any of the evil in this world. It's a fallen world, not God's choice, ours. But God does work in this world, and God does allow some things in this world to mold us in ways so God's work can be seen in our lives. I'm convicted of that in believers, but in non-believers. So in this story in John 9, how did Jesus start showing the work of God in the blind man's life? What happened? How did it develop so we can see it in our lives? Well, here's how it happened to the blind man. He is sitting there and he's listening to this theological discussion, and he hears Jesus talking about God's work being seen in his life. And then he hears this. The Bible doesn't say that. Well, yeah, it does. It says Jesus spit on the ground. And the next thing the blind man feels is somebody putting mud in his eye. Now, I'm not real bright, but I can connect those dots. And then mud in my eye. And I'm not sure who's doing it because, I'm blind. But I'm mad and I'm frustrated, or I'm resigned and disappointed. And then I hear this. Go wash it off in the pool. Not let someone help you. Let me assign this to someone. Why would Jesus start this blind man's journey that way? Well, because Jesus in his wisdom knows where people are in their life at any time. And that did start the blind man on a journey of wondering and doubt to Jesus did this, to a man that confidently says, I don't know a lot of things, but I do know this one thing. I was blind, and now I see. So I want to tell you, believers, there are people out there who are waiting. This whole thing they're going through, this pandemic, may be helping them be ready to hear a word from Jesus. So how do you start? How do you know what to do? How do you know what to say? Well, one of the things I do frequently is pray about people that I'm not sure if they're believers. Pray about people that I know are not believers. And I ask God to help me know the right opportunities to take advantage of, the right thing to say. And so I want to encourage you that maybe your mud in the eye is an invitation to a cup of coffee. Maybe as things open up, it's a meal together. Maybe it's a conversation across a driveway about what you think God's doing in your life, what you're learning from this. There are opportunities out there that start with mud in the eye or the cup of coffee. And if you're not sure about this Jesus thing, maybe the next time some Christian comes and offers you a cup of coffee or wants to have a discussion, maybe it's time to listen, because God's waiting to do something great in your life.